What is up, everyone, and welcome to today's reaction video. And today's reaction is the very special monthly request of my incredible Patreon follower, Jess. Jess, thank you so much, as always, for your continued support, for being a member of the herd and a member of the Patreon. Thank you for being the incredible person that you are, and thank you for all the pictures of your beautiful fur babies that you send in the Discord. I got my wires crossed in a reaction earlier this week. I've been tired lately, y'all, and it is hot here. I said in Kerry's reaction, thank you to her for the pictures of the fur babies, because somewhere in my brain, my wires got crossed, and I was thinking of Jess and her gorgeous ferret babies. But either way, I apologize. Jess, thank you so much for your beautiful pictures of Mocha. She is absolutely gorgeous, and I adore them. And thank you for this month's request, because I finally get to check out the next, and I'm not sure if possibly last maybe, part of Vincent's tale, which is Starry Night. Now, I will start this off by letting you all know I have watched the 3 mini videos that Ren released. And I say mini videos, I have watched the 3 15 to 20 minute videos each that Ren has released leading up to this. I have not done reactions to them because they're not songs. They are just kind of really interesting and artistic videos that give you a little look at what's kind of been happening in the trial of Vincent up to this point. A really interesting look as well at some of the way that our TV and our media displays things, because the panels that were discussing the things are so exactly what is presented on TV, where you get a very loud, aggressive voice that talks over a very rational voice, and then a celebrity influencer who comes in with completely irrelevant points to keep things light and fluffy, and then you have an actual scientist whose points are just completely out of left field and bizarre. And that's 99% of the panels that we get on shows. That one really caught my attention. We got to see a little bit of what Vincent's interactions have been like in his 3 days in prison up until this point. And it was really interesting to see how the interactions went, him getting beat down by guards, him having conversations with other inmates and things like that, and mostly just his isolation in prison and how it is just as consuming as his isolation was out in the real world. So I'm super curious to get into this and see what this song is, what the next part of Vincent's tale is. Again, I'm not entirely sure if this is the final part of Vincent's tale or if this is just the next installment. Either way, super curious to get into it. We're going to do that right now. As always, check out the link in the description below. Give the original video a like and a comment, and subscribe to Ren if you haven't already. And we're going to get into this. This is Vincent's tale, Starry Night. Let's go. I love that we've come into it with him already having the shiner from where he got the beat down from the guards for speaking up about the other inmate whose picture they took, because they had the whole thing in the pre-videos of that we're allowed to have photos, but they took this other guy's picture and he was all upset about it. Vincent mouthed off at the guards about it. The guards then beat the crap out of him for it. Okay. I love the use of the muffling the sound as we go through different sections. We get further away from the sound, then get closer to it, and like as there's open windows and things and there's not, we can hear it louder and quieter. Also, bring in the like body percussion basically is just such a cool thing.
I begin? Wait a minute, I know. Step 1, I repent. Step 2, let me go. No, 3, maybe I show you remorse for my crime. Fuck that, let me speak my mind. So allow me to
Wow. First of all, I love the... It's almost what you would call sociopathic, in the fact of like, yeah, step 1, I'll show remorse. Step 2, you let me go. No? All right, screw it then. I'm just going to tell it how it is. it's so like it just lining it up like that is so obviously like, I'll try the performance to see if you'll get out of here. It's not going to work. All right, screw it. I'm not even going to try then. And just drops the act immediately.
Show you remorse for my crime. Fuck that, let me speak my mind. So allow me to introduce myself to your manifestation of everybody in this room. Ever felt discarded by a system that's regarded to be something for the people, but the people disregarded, it's retarded. Putting all the power in the palms of the heartless. Lions don't care when chewing on carcass. Homeless levels rise and the politicians pardon. Slave labour wage docking pay for the farmers. Britain, Great Britain, no, you're a slave. Great Britain, tax bracket rise, grow. Give a tax break for a suit and tie on the low. Well, the everyday people getting fucked till they broke, so let me unload.
Yo, Ren is spitting fire in this. I love that Ren has used this whole Vincent story as a catalyst for talking about the different way that, number one, people in society in general, but also crime is looked at. Because we're seeing on international scales, and I'm not just talking about, you know, what happens in Britain, what happens in America, what happens in Australia individually, but it's just seeming more and more like the same story happens everywhere, that once you have enough money, you are living in a different set of rules. And sure, maybe actually murdering someone is a bit of an extreme, maybe. No matter how rich you are, you don't get away with that. But then maybe there can be rumors about literal billionaires turning cannibal and nothing gets done about it. I get that they're just rumors at this point and sensationalizations and things like that. And maybe it's all just exactly that. But there's shady stuff that goes on every single day in the homes and the islands and the mansions of billionaires. And very, very, very little gets done about it. Whereas someone on the street does even a much smaller slip up than what Vincent's done. Like, yeah, Vincent stabbed someone they go into a fight, he stabs someone, that person died. He deserves to be held accountable for that 100%. But that doesn't mean that a millionaire doing all the shady stuff they do doesn't deserve to be held accountable for their stuff. And yet they really are.
A suit and tie on the low. Well, the everyday people getting fucked till they broke, so let me unload. I'm on a roll, I never vote. Big in the pose, Brit in the road. Who to control when there is no food in the bowl. It's a low blow, representatives don't.
I love that cadence he was rapping at then. I'm not sure if there's a name for it. I'm not sure what the thing is, but that brrrah, 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 over and over again is just such a cool thing to slip in there and always hits so hard when I hear it.
Well, the everyday people getting fucked till they broke, so let me unload. I'm on a roll, I never vote. Big in the pose, Brit in the road. Who to control when there is no food in the bowl. It's a low blow, representatives don't show empathy. Plain to see, represent me, no soccer. Britons break backs just for bread and butter. Fuck the PM, did they stutter? In the PM, there'll be bodies in the gutter. Blood-stained hands, milk up poor land's udder.
The use of PM as very obviously Prime Minister, F the PM, and then straight after that in the PM, like I'm not entirely sure what PM stands for. There's always just something that everyone uses, the AM and the PM. I could not tell you exactly what PM stands for. I've always thought that AM means after midnight. I'm not post midday. Either way, yeah. The use of PM as Prime Minister and then PM meaning in the afternoon, evening, like past midday, is so freaking good. That was such a smart way to use that.
In the PM, there'll be bodies in the gutter. Blood-stained hands, milk up poor land's udder. 9 to 5, can't survive.
Bloodstained hands, milk. What was it? A poor man's udder?
Gutter. Blood-stained hands, milk up poor land's udder.
Poor land's udder. Damn. So yeah, you have blood on your hands. Your hands are dirty. You've committed your own crimes. You're not a clean person. You're not a good person. And you're just bleeding the land dry. The land's already poor and you're just milking the last drops you can get out of that udder and leaving it destroyed completely.
9 to 5, can't survive away just to work in a job that can't provide. It's by design, my hands are tied. I climb that, on this that. How the fuck can I pretend it's fine?
What my man just said then, this could be a 5-hour reaction. I could pause after every line Ren is saying and talk for freaking half an hour on it because he speaks so much facts. But that 9 to 5 that can't provide, that I can't be the only one that feels like that is how we're all feeling, right? I can't be the only one who sits down there and tries to math out the math of how my parents and my grandparents worked a 9 to 5 and could afford property and holidays and a nice lifestyle and a big meal put on the table and 2.5 kids, I can't be the only one that sits there and can't work out how that math matters. How there was ever a time where the husband went out to work his 9 to 5, the wife stayed home and raised the kids, didn't have her own income, and spent her day taking care of the house so that you don't have to work a 9 to 5 and then come home and clean your whole house because your partner's home cleaning. And, you know, buying products off the Avon lady that comes to the door. Where do you have money for Avon products? Where's the money for those luxuries coming from? Because I'm working a 9 to 5 and I ain't got money to throw around on things like that. There ain't money to drop at the moment. And that's me and my partner both working. Where is this lifestyle? Where is this gone? Because there has been a fundamental shift in the way our society works, and it is not a good one. Because the fact that the world functioned perfectly well previously, with every household having one of the two people living there being off to work and the other person not, and you could make a very nice living on that. And now suddenly we're in this place where, oh, both of you need to be working full time, and then you may be able to afford to rent a place because you certainly can't. You don't have enough equity to buy, so you can rent a place and you'll be able to have light meals. You don't need. I saw a thing the other day saying that rotisserie chickens that you buy from Woolworths and Coles were a luxury expense. That is food. And a rotisserie chicken from Woolworths is $10. If you're spending $10 for dinner and that's considered a luxury expense, there is something very wrong with our world. Just saying.
PM, there'll be bodies in the gutter. Blood-stained hands, milk up all lands udder. 9 to 5, can't survive away just to work in the job that can't provide. It's by design, my hands are tied. I climb that, on this that. How the fuck can I pretend it's fine? The water is never wine. The pig steps to the slaughter before your eyes. It's for the new world order, except our minds. Court of law, a horse who will bend for bribe. All the while.
I love the symbolism here as well of, yeah, Vincent is in prison at what we can assume is like group therapy, getting very passionate, very fired up, getting everyone else very fired up. So the guards are getting nervous and on edge and reaching for the cuffs and reaching for the radios and things like that. Are we going to have to subdue this person? We're going to have to handle this person. But from the other side of the symbolism, someone is speaking out about the problems with our society. Someone is speaking out about the fundamental issues we have between the wage gaps and the people who are in power and their morals and what they are focused on and what they are looking at and what the people actually need and how we're running our countries into the ground. Someone's speaking out about those things. So it's time for the authorities to start reaching for the handcuffs. It's time for the authorities to start finding a way to silence those people who are speaking out about the wrong things because they're not being good, complacent little sheep. And it's just such brilliant symbolism, both in the world of the story and in the world of what Ren's actually saying in the song.
World order, except our minds. Court of law, a horse who will bend for bribe. All the while, people watch reality.
I didn't even pick up on that line. The court of law is a horse that will bend for bribes. Damn. He's not wrong. He's not wrong at all. We are literally seeing the breakdown of a lot of things that we thought were infallible legal systems, and we're seeing them just fall apart unchallenged. We are seeing them just not doing the job that they are supposed to do in real time, not just on domestic scale in certain countries, but on an international scale from certain things that are being done. And everyone's just sitting there waiting for the laws and the policies that are put in place to protect us to just kick in and solve these problems. And they haven't. Nothing's changed. No one's been really properly challenged. No one's been really properly put in their place. Okay, I guess we're rolling with this now. I guess that the mirror is cracked, the illusion is gone, the smoke is cleared, and this is the truth of things. That they were just there to make us feel safe. But yeah.
our minds. Court of law, a horse who will bend for bribes. All the while, people watch reality TV, sleep easy, wake and repeat the cycle. Are you taking the Michael? Better beat it though. City full of sheep tweeting on the social media. Tabloid twisting tails and it's causing mass hysteria. Polarize the people, never by the hand that's feeding you. When it comes to war, they'll be calling for you, needing you. Fighting for a cause that wasn't yours, and leaving you. Hyperpolarizing the life.
That's the other side of it as well. That's the other side of it as well. Hey people, your government's done nothing for you for the past 10 years. You can't afford rent, you can't afford food. Supermarkets are gouging you for prices. But hey, we've started a new war. Put your life on the line for your country or you're not patriotic. How about no? How about no? Do something for me and I'll consider doing something back for you. Get my country to a stage where I am happy and comfortable and safe living here, where I can get by and I'm living what is considered the normal standard for a first world country. Get me back to that point. Get me to the point where I feel like I have a future worth fighting for, and then I will fight for that future. But at the moment, stop picking fights with people and solve the problems in your own countries.
Before you needing you, fighting for a cause that wasn't yours, and leaving you. Hyperpolarizing the left and the right. Are you woke? Are you racist? Black? Are you white? Are you all for the Brexit? Make a swift exit. The NHS rots. Where was tax directed? Look, there goes another fucking puppet elected. Dance, little puppet, dance for the neglected. Impunity from true flies.
Okay, hang on. That breakdown was sick. The bum was just awesome. Also, it was said to me and explained to me in the after the last Ren reaction that when you see Ren all in white, a lot of people believe that to be Ren speaking as the narrator of the story, versus when we see him just normally, it's more a look at Vincent, which makes a lot of sense now that we have Vincent down here in his group therapy session or whatever it is that they're doing down here, and then the camera pans up, another version of Ren dressed in all the white costume again is free to walk around, free to roam the space, because he's not really there. He's just the narrator, the third party disembodied voice. That makes sense.
Make a swift exit. The NHS rots. Where was tax directed? Look, there goes another fucking puppet elected. Dance, little puppet, dance for the neglected. Impunity from true flies come to be expected. Sever head of Hydra, two parties resurrected.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Have we heard Ren do this before? I don't think I've heard Ren do this. Ren can do the beatboxy sliding of the record thing. Cool. Went since when? All right, great.
Yes, I am the malevolent, degenerate delegate. Incarcerate the truth, keep it separate. The fabric of society is dead, look. They don't want me in the room, I'm the elephant. Let's go. I guess I was fucked from the get-go. Wrong place and wrong time, guess so. Wrong planet, wrong mind. Guess you could say I was destined to break, because I get no satisfaction. I roll stoned, ETAs with ET, I phone home. ETC, don't blink, life is gone. Time don't wait, the show must go on. In London underground, come rain and thunder. Junkies.
I love the use of the pig mask. We've had Ren's saying they're doing the whole nodding thing into the camera. Then suddenly the police is there doing it with him. Then a quick cut to the police beating him on the bed. And it's just like, oh yeah, the police is there supporting you, respecting you, agreeing with you, and then turning on you. Yep, okay. And then suddenly after that, we get Ren staying there doing the same thing, singing to the camera, person in a pig mask. And we all know that pig is a common insult used for police. It's just a really nice little touch.
Don't wait, the show must go on. In London underground, come rain and thunder. Junkies, drunks and punks stung by the hunger. God is good until life push you under. One by one become cold like the tundra. One by one cast out like pariah. Sever head from body, so body bow to Messiah. Boy cry wolf, everybody soon expire. Run, little liar.
Okay, that went real creepy real fast. The you know how you have songs like Bohemian Rhapsody and, in my opinion, like Welcome to the Black Parade, certain songs that are just, and the other one would be Paradise by the Dashboard Lights pops in my head. Songs that are rock operas, songs that start off one way, transition through not only multiple styles, but telling this long, ongoing story. This feels like the equivalent to that, except obviously it's not rock. This is like a rap opera. This is, it is transitioning different styles it goes on. It's being told in 3 acts. It's going through such a wild kind of story and transition and touching on such deep, important topics. it feels like a rap opera. That's the only way I can put it.
Like pariah, sever head from body, so body bow to Messiah. Boy cry wolf, everybody soon expire. Run, little liar.
Okay. The vocals that Ren can pull off when he wants to. That is the thing that always blows my mind. I watch a song like this and I listen to it. I'm like, he's just incredible. He's an incredible rapper. He can do beatboxing. He can do it all. He's incredible. And I forget about the fact that then I sit down and watch a Big Push reaction and hear him singing old school kind of these classic old school songs and nailing the vocals on all of them. And he has an astronomically good singing voice, and then you hear a little section like this snuck into a rap song where it's just these runs and these vocals. The guy can just do it all.
There's no democracy. Democracy ain't corporate lobby free for all. Democracy ain't rich boys, silver spoon seniors. Democracy ain't eating up a lie then forgiving you. Democracy ain't choosing between herpes or chlamydia. Democracy
the line there of democracy ain't eating up a line then forgiving ya is so freaking valid, and is the main issue I've had with politics here in Australia from what I've seen in America, and I'm guessing it's the same in the UK and a lot of places. This idea that a politician can run and the entire time be saying, oh yes, once we're in office, our first priority is going to be lowering the cost of living. We are going to be bringing down the cost of groceries. We're going to be stopping rent inflation. We are going to be bringing down the cost of living and making things more affordable. And then they get in and 4 years go by and not a single damn thing changes. Things get more and more expensive as time goes on. And I understand that as soon as left guy gets in, right guy starts pushing to fight against them and block everything they try and do. And then right guy gets in and they block, and the left guy blocks everything the right guy tries to do. And the hands just end up tied up behind everyone's back, not doing anything. But that's exactly what he's saying. There is no democracy in our system because realistically, most places you end up with a two-party system that then can just both afford to do absolutely nothing and rake in ridiculous paychecks because of the fact that, oh, well, we would have liked to change things. We had plans to change things, but the other party stopped us. And then the other party get in and they would have loved to change things, but the other party stopped them. And it just goes around and around and nothing gets fixed.
Then forgiving you. Democracy ain't choosing between herpes or chlamydia. Democracy, hypocrisy, a synonym entwined. Take a baby, then deliver him, position him in line, and then imprison him, condition him in school to make him blind. After they christen him, the Father, Son, the ghost, but not the mind. We are divine, we lose potential when we gravitate degree. We are benign, we turn to cancer when we take more than we need. We are designed to be magnificent, we waste that when we walk. A starry night, the plight of Vincent inside cell block 44. I fought a war inside myself, the war of every working man. A war of what's and why's and how's, and when's the time to take a stand? And who's the one to put me in my place? You, or is it God? It's compliance, staying silent. If defiance comes from love, I come from love. I come from hope, I come from truth, I come from trust. I am the last remaining push inside a world that turns to dust. Against the people so determined, go to die. And for what? Love of power, love of money, love of ego, love of lust. What about love for the sake of love? What about really loving us? But I mean really loving us. That means that I, the me, myself is you, and so we're we in one. And there's never separation while we're moving round the sun. For the cell of every sentient, it shares a single song. And that's the song of sweet creation. Do you hear the minstrel strong? For there's more to music. Life is music, music is the tongue. In the mouth of Mother Earth, and her heart beating is the drum. Hear it, hear it, hear it. That's that thunder in your chest that lets you know that you belong. We are one, we are one, we are free to one song. Something better, yet reset so we can all live on.
Oh, this has been wild. that whole section, I was like, he's saying so much. I would love to pause and talk about single thing he said. But like I said, I don't think I'd even be here for 5 hours. I think I'd be here for 5 days, because every single line Ren drops is a bar. If your favorite line was in here and you're worried that I've missed it, or I just didn't comment on it because there's just so much, please leave it down in the comments. Let me know what line of this absolutely blew your mind, because there is so freaking much. And I love this idea that Ren's been telling in this story. And he told it back in Jenny and Screech a bit as well, of people being a product of their environment. That Vincent turned violent. Yeah, Vincent turned violent after his life and his surroundings had beaten him down to the point of breaking, and to the point of what's the point. And it's a fantastic way of showing that, because the thing is, he says it right here, you know, we're born, we're put in schools, we're put into churches, we're indoctrinated into faith and education and told that there is a correct way to live our life, and if we stray from that path, we're doing something wrong. If we don't fit into the societal mold of this is what you should be doing with your life, then we are doing something wrong. We are not good enough, and not everyone can fit into that mold, but it's okay, because the people that don't will just live miserable lives and we'll ignore them, and the rest of everyone else will contribute to society and keep the machine moving forward. So it's fine for there to be those poor deadbeats that just come out of their education system and never really go anywhere with their lives, because, you know, they're just the byproduct of a system that keeps the machine moving forward. But what we don't realize is even the people that pull through that system, the people who get indoctrinated, who do the school thing, come out the other side with their 9-to-5 job, aren't even getting in a position where the machine is serving them anymore. They are still the coals being thrown on the fire that power the machine that serves the 1%. And it is disturbing to think that our world has gotten to this point. But Ren just sums it all up so brilliantly.
Something better, yet reset so we can all live on.
The ending of Act 3 was wild. That change up into the guitars and the chanting. Again, this is, I'm calling it a rap opera, because that's the only thing I can liken it to. This is the Bohemian Rhapsody of rock music at this point, and it is wild, the styles it is transitioning through.
Vincent.
Oh God, here's the doctor.
Vincent! Oh good, he's waking up. Vincent, dear boy, I can feel your frustration, but you're in very safe hands here now, please be patient. You see, we are the cutting edge rehabilitation. Don't you feel so excited for this new innovation? Oh God, what the fuck, man? I think I wanna leave. Oh, leave? I'm afraid that that's impossible, see? You see, we're part of a new program, it's a government scheme. We're making gentlemen from criminals, and that's what you'll be. With the brand new method to sort of trials and tests, like how good God's...
Alright, so before we get any further into this, the ominous chanting is wild, and to explain a little bit to those who haven't seen the 3 videos that come before this, one part of it was the ad for a fantastic new game show, which is Lobotomy or Life, which is 3 prisoners are chosen each week who will either be sticking with their life sentence in jail because they're too violent to go back out into society, or we'll just lobotomize them. Great! Then they can rejoin society as wonderful members, because we'll have taken away everything that makes them them. We're just going to lobotomize them forcefully. Cool. Awesome. And I'm guessing that this little section here, because this is the same crazy scientist doctor dude who was in the interview and just went on a rant about how you don't, when you have a broken lamp, you don't punish the lamp, you fix the lamp. And now it seems like he is the fella, which I kind of already got that from the vibe of the last, the final video in the thing where he's watching on the security cameras and saying what a fantastic specimen Vincent is. I'm guessing he's the doctor in charge of this lobotomy program, and now Ren's just going to get pretty much either completely lobotomized, or Vincent's going to get completely lobotomized, or brainwashed into being a good little society member that fits in all the little boxes on the hilltop.
That's impossible, see? You see, we're part of a new program, it's a government scheme. We're making gentlemen from criminals, and that's what you'll be. With a brand new method to sort of trials and tests, Like our good godson, you'll be resurrected. What the fuck you on about? What kind of brand new method? Well, we take the frontal lobe and we kind of dissect it. With your synapse augmented with our new serum injected. It aims to recorrect the parts of you we know are defective. There'll be discomfort in your cerebellum, that is expected. Hey, if progress wants a price, let it. Guards,
Oh my
guards,
God.
this one will do. Yes, this one's fine. Take him away.
See, it's a really over the top and over dramatic, like blown up version of it. But this idea, like our brain sits there and goes, oh, but they could never do this because, you know, we have bodily autonomy. We have rights. We can't just force a procedure on someone. But think about how many rights have been stripped away from people in the past 10 years. Think about how many things that we thought were fundamentally locked, that we were protected. How many of our systems are now failing us? And is anything really sacred? Is anything really protected anymore? Could things like this, could forced procedures start to happen to people? Would it be that crazy? It's terrifying to think. I don't think it would ever go to this level, but it's a terrifying thought process to go on. This whole thing is like a Black Mirror episode, and Ren is just a genius of the way he's put all the videos together, let alone the actual song itself. Oh damn, that's the end of it. Okay, so I'm definitely... Oh, wait. Don't you change that. I need to hide what's popped up on the screen because I can't read what you put on the screen. To be continued. Okay, so we are getting another part after Starry Night. And oh my God. I hope they don't lobotomize him. But wow, that was wild. That was easily, lyrically, in my opinion, probably the best Ren song I've heard because of just how intense the whole thing was. This felt like all three parts of Money Games coming together in one song. This felt as big as High Ren in terms of talking about mental health, but this one's talking about our society in general and the monsters that it makes. And it was just beat after beat and bar after bar. Everything was so perfectly executed musically, lyrically, vocally. And the film clip was an entire movie and a work of art. This was absolutely incredible. Y'all, please jump in the link in the description and give the original video of this a like and a comment, and subscribe to Ren if you haven't already. Also, like I said, leave this video a like and comment down below what your favorite bar from this song is, because I know some of you Ren fans have listened to this thing on repeat and know it word for word by now, and I'm sure that there are some lines that would have slipped through the cracks even as I was listening to it, or that I just straight up didn't pause and comment on, because I can't pause and comment on every single thing. So let me know your favorite bar. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and if you're able to, check me out over on Patreon. Over there I do weekly polls for the reactions I do here on the channel. I also do weekly TV show reactions, a monthly movie reaction, a monthly live stream, and at the highest tier you can get a guaranteed reaction right here on the channel. So check all that out over on my Patreon. I will see you all in the next reaction video. Have yourself a fantastic day, night, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time zone you're in, and I'll see you next time. Bye.